Hit the buttons.
Do it.
In this episode of the Red Eye Report, we discuss radio. It revolutionized how we communicate just over 100 years ago. A lot has changed, and yet a lot has remained the same. With me this week is Marconi Mystic. He would have warned the Titanic of its impending doom via the Marconi, but he was too busy eating macaroni.
Yep.
Priorities.
Just buttered, though. I mean, it was kind of a shitty macaroni, to be honest with you.
Right?
But it was still fucking worth it.
All right.
Next, the Mystic is
like an 8-year-old
Transmission Teddy. He's got constant transmissions shooting out of his cock. They're irresistible. Just please, God, wear a condom. We also have Attunement Ashtray. He's dominated the airwaves with his tunes for years. One day, though, some young buck will step on his tunes and play lame music.
All right, that's the way she goes, boys.
Yep, it's
I'll
the
be
circle
like,
of life.
"It's lame." Just like my father thought my music was lame.
Finally, there's me, over-the-top Oracle. Hey, the name is all you need to know.
Boom, bitch.
Boom.
Boom, bitch.
All right, before we get going here, we have the weekly benefit event for the Dane County Humane Society. Pet of the Week, Errol the Insane Squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
My boy, Blue.
Errol escaped from the Dane County Humane Society a month ago. And some reports, some troubling for some, and
He was throwing hands, wasn't he?
Oh, he was throwing hands. He was
He was throwing hands, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually, but he
Throwing
wouldn't
a
be
lot.
throwing hands if people would just have crocodile on them.
Right.
They'd be fine. They'd be
I mean, it's
I
fine.
kinda
didn't
their
know
fault.
what it meant, but they knew he was
One of
menacing.
drugs.
It was their fault.
Mhm.
Doing my drugs.
You don't have
Yeah.
crocodile for the squirrel.
Right.
Mhm.
That's just like
You
fucking
get
etiquette, man.
That's crocodile 101.
Right.
Yeah.
You go into Dane. Actually, they won't even let you into the Dane County Humane Society if you don't have crocodile on you.
Right.
Yeah, that's a rule.
They're just straight pieces of shit there anyway.
What is going on in Wisconsin?
Fucking Dane.
Who the fuck is you crackers up to?
All right.
Bunch of fucking hipsters.
So I read recently. I read this article in Popular Mechanics. I got myself a Popular Mechanics fucking subscription, and I get the magazines. And
Like an old man?
Like an old man. I fucking love. I love just physical media.
See what the kids are doing nowadays
Yeah,
with the
right.
mechanics.
Like an old man. And they had an article about radio and AM radio and kind of where that's at. They actually had an article about a radio station out by Eau Claire in a rural area. And it's this guy, he has this fucking radio station. He's given the fucking farm, whatever the fuck,
Nice.
market shit in the morning.
Yeah.
Pigs are up or grain is down. I don't know what the fuck. But is really interesting. And this media has been around, or this medium has been around for over 100 years now, and AM is still going strong. But one thing that they brought up that I didn't realize is that all of these new vehicles, especially electric vehicles, they're taking AM out of the vehicles. So it's like, you can still listen to it.
You don't listen to FM.
Right. You can still listen to it, but you have to get a subscription to fucking whatever jack off.
What? Like an app?
Right. Like an app, right? So you pay this jack off subscription to fucking get this thing.
Really?
Yeah.
For radio that's free?
For radio that's free. That's right. And it's kind of fucked up because
That's weird.
right. It's weird, and it's just another way. Like the car companies, they're saying like, oh well, it's because of the interference, especially with an electric vehicle. But experts in this, they're like, you just have to put like a fucking $2 shielding or whatever over it, and it'll be fine. But
Yeah,
of course, they're
if you
not
can
putting that in
build
there.
an electric vehicle, I'm assuming you can build something to not have shit interfere with it. Like it's not, you
Right.
know what I mean? It's
Right.
not that far fetched.
Yeah, it's just a money grab. And with AM radio, they've had instances in this article they talk about, like they had the hurricanes that affected North Carolina, especially last year, and how this dude was at like a fucking radio station and everything went down and people were calling in to the station and they were like, okay, we need a chainsaw here, or so and so is fucking drowning over here. Okay, send the help. It was the only way that the communication would go out. If these companies, if they are successful in removing AM radio, where the primary place where you can listen to it, these stations are going to die, right? Because they have no fucking way of making advertising. There's a bill out there to preserve AM radio for like the next 10 years, I think it was. So that's out there to preserve it. But it just really kind of is like, man, yeah, this is something that we've kind of taken for granted for so many years. And as I, looked into it a little bit more, it's like this shit is it's been around for a while, but how quickly it progressed and how much it changed, how much we communicate in such a short period of time is kind of fucking insane. So they were initially researching and doing kind of academic radio presentations, theories, and things like that all the way back in 1864. But it wasn't like a commercial thing. They were just...
When was it adopted widely?
Well, it wasn't adopted widely at that time. So in 1886...
Shit, that's only like 20 years after the Civil War.
Right? Actually, not even 20 years after the Civil War. That was
I think that was like 10 years, not even. Yeah. Or was it?
1865 isn't that the last year of the Civil War?
Yeah, 1865
Was
the
it?
last
Oh,
year.
I thought
Yeah.
it was like 1880 something.
So
Yeah.
the fucking Civil War was wrapping up at that time. And they had, they were talking about electromagnetism at that time. And they had some mathematical proofs. Clerk Maxwell proposed some theories.
That dude was smart.
Right.
What the fuck that is.
In 1886, 1888, Heinrich Rudolf Hertz published the results of experiments where they were able to transmit electromagnetic waves.
It's always a German, man.
Right. Moving forward, though, we have Marconi. We've probably heard of Marconi with radio. So in 1894, he started to pick this stuff up, this like really, experimental, not really practical type things. And he started to develop ideas on doing this. So when they first started with the improvements on it, they were able to transmit signals up to 2 miles over hills. They're like, fuck yeah, we're doing this shit.
Yeah, baby.
2 miles, right? Nobody lives further than that.
Nobody's been farther than 2
Yeah.
miles. Takes 4 days to get that far.
So they were doing that in 1895. In 1901, using a 500-foot kite-supported antenna for receptions, they were able to transmit signals across the fucking Atlantic Ocean. or just a fucking massive launch.
Just with
That's like
just
at
with
least
a 500
4
foot,
miles.
500 foot at antenna.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So Marconi's apparatus.
And I take it this is still all AM type radio waves, right?
Yeah, and this is like Morse code type stuff. And then in the so we really don't get into what we consider like human voice going over the radio until the early 1900s. In 1906, they were able to broadcast a human voice over the radio to make the first audio broadcast. So from Brant Rock, Massachusetts, ships at sea heard a broadcast that heard Fessenden playing "O Holy Night" on the violin and reading a passage from the Bible.
Wow.
And then
Are they aware that this was going to happen, or they just all of a sudden?
I don't think so. I don't think they were necessarily they knew that was going to happen.
Well, reading into thin air. What, like it's only if someone had a receiver that they.
Yeah, did they have
yeah.
radios? Like, how do they receive it?
Receive it, yeah.
Probably only like some scientific, university that was like coordinating with them.
Yeah.
Some ominous voice singing "Oh Holy Night" out of nowhere would have sent people crazy.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Right.
Steve Herter in Scotland's like, what the fuck?
I'm not.
No one heard it unless they were like fucking scanning a dial on a radio that nobody had.
Yeah, not sure about that one. The one that in 1907, there's actually I've got a link. And there was this old fucking documentary. I've got a link in the outline it'll be on the website. And this guy, this Lee DeForest, he was experimenting with it. And then this Eugenia Ferrar sang "I Love You Truly" in July 1907. And it was picked up by reading stations that they had where it was somebody actually, singing over this, and they were able to receive that signal, an AM signal. So after that, things really kind of blew up. Now, in the early days in radio, there wasn't amplification. You had to listen to it on headphones, and it really kind of opened things up. Eventually, they got into amplification where you could hear it over, like a speaker. They got magnets in there. They got tube. They used tube technology.
Tube amps and compressors,
yeah,
probably.
Right. This was kind of cool. In the 1920s, there was like a blueprint that they would actually have like Boy Scouts and stuff. They would create these crystal powered radios. I don't know if you guys have heard of those. I had never heard of that before.
Crystal powered, like quartz.
I don't know what crystal you would need, but you wouldn't actually need a power source.
What?
You wouldn't actually need a power. No.
Is this like a potato clock or some shit?
It's like a potato.
A tiny little bit.
Yeah, it's like a potato clock, but they were able to actually pick up the radio signals, and they could listen to that, and that's something that.
It's like when they say people with certain fillings can hear fucking radio signals in their head and pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking urban legend. I don't know if that's true. Probably not.
Probably is, dude. What? Wasn't the I Love Lucy? Wasn't she somebody that said that she had like the feelings? She went to the dentist or whatever.
Oh yeah. I forget.
And then she could pick it up.
Lucille Ball, yeah.
Hearing voices.
Yeah. So in the 1920s, they had vacuum tubes, and it really picked up. Kind of the fascinating thing, listening to these early radio. So the kind of the golden age of radio was from the 20s into the 50s when television really took off. So you had all of these different people experimenting with this and doing all kinds of radio dramas and things like that.
Like Orson Wells.
Yeah, Orson Wells, definitely.
War of the World.
And they kind of some fun stories that came up when they were first doing this, you know, and they're like, yeah, we set up this radio station and, you know, on top of a roof, and we couldn't get, you know, good signal. So we set up a tent on top of the roof, and it blew away, and like all the shit. Or like an opera singer would be singing, and they were singing, and a moth would fucking like, they swallowed a moth and started choking on the moth during the performance. Just kind of like these really cool, them pushing the limits, pushing the limits of this.
You ever seen Pirate Radio with Philip Seymour Hoffman?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that was about the radio on the boat off the coast.
Yeah,
of
it's
England,
a true
right?
story off the coast of England. Yeah, back in the day, like they wouldn't
censored
play
everything?
anything on there. They wouldn't play any, like, you know, the Sex Pistols type shit. It
Mhm.
was before that, actually. I think it was in the 50s.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't play any like blues or rock and roll or anything. So these guys would sit out in the fucking international waters and like broadcast radio into England. And like fucking, there's really nothing they could do about it. It was like they were trying to catch him, but they just couldn't.
So the first car radio was introduced in 1922. But it was so large that it took up too much space in the car.
Can you imagine?
Only
that?
Dad
It's
can
a
drive.
one-seat sedan because the rest of it's a radio.
The first commercial car radio that could easily be installed in most cars went on sale in 1930. That's still pretty fucking early.
Yeah.
That's almost 100 years ago. 95 fucking years.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's pretty wild. And when you listen to kind of like the difference between kind of these old early broadcasts and even the advancements that they were able to make by the 1930s. I mean, it's just massive improvement. And I can only imagine, you know, before television or anything, I mean, that had to have been so fucking captivating.
Well, even just the
voice in the box, yeah.
Well, even the compression or the amplification that they'd use, the tubes.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can reach not only farther, but it'll clearer, so you can have fucking sound effects and shit like that. It's a full spectrum sound. But yeah, fucking. It's kind of weird though how radio dramas were big, like in the 30s and 40s and shit, and now like it's an experimental thing with audiobooks. It's the same fucking concept.
It's the same
sound
fucking
effects,
concept.
music, and people acting on radio.
Right.
And we're doing it in an audiobook form, and they're like, "Well, that's fucking far-fetched. Who the fuck does that?"
Yeah.
That's a niche thing. That's weird.
Yeah, they were really during that golden age. I mean, they were really fucking going for it. Like you said, War of the Worlds and different radio dramas and things like that. FM, 1933. And
what does FM and AM stand for again? I forgot.
Something
it's modulation
and frequency modulation.
And like
frequency modulation and
amplification modulation.
Something like that. So AM can go way further than FM can.
But FM
that's like
FM has higher
like those
quality.
ham radios and shit like people use.
Yeah, that's why they work all around the world.
And they had, you know, like during World War II, I read a book last year about just this
amplitude modulation is AM.
Oh, okay. Like the efforts of fucking like psychological like warfare or whatever that were happening during World War II with radio. They were using that. So they actually, the Brits had this extensive fucking kind of intelligence operation where they would pretend to be German radio stations, and they would, say like, okay, here's the news and stuff, but then they would slip in like little things like, well, it's kind of fucked up how the SS, they're taking all the rations and all this shit. It was super fucking extensive.
Super radical and shit.
Right.
Like propaganda,
and they would just slip it in there, right?
Almost, yeah.
And
that's pretty funny.
Right. And back in the day, now you can kind of look, you could be like, okay, yeah, that's where the IP address is coming from. You can fucking trace that shit, right?
Right.
You don't have that, or you didn't have that, back then. So that they would bring in German speakers or people that would be able to do that. And it was a really extensive kind of thing. And if you're in a bunker or whatever, that's all you've fucking got. That's definitely going to
right.
influence.
Yeah,
this is one that was really surprising to me. Was in 1947, AT&T commercialized mobile telephone service.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess because
that's why they had to break their ass up.
Korea and Vietnam, like that's when the radio operators really started becoming.
Mm-hmm.
And they're using sat phones. That isn't like a radio, right? Like that's a actual like mobile sat phone. Is that the same concept?
I don't think they were using a satellite back then.
Well, no, it wasn't a satellite. Yeah, you're right, because that didn't start till the 60s and 70s. So yeah, it had to have been radio. It was probably just AM fucking radio.
Right. So they had a mobile telephone service. There were only 5,000 customers, placing about 30,000 calls each week. It costs $15 per month, equivalent in 2012 dollars, $176 per month.
So I mean, honestly, if you're paying for like a business internet line, that's like the same concept. If you got a mobile phone for your salesman that can go, you know what I mean, call people on the fucking road. That's crazy in the 40s.
Right. In the 40s.
Who did that? AT&T?
AT&T.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, the 1940s.
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Right.
I've been listening for fucking 73 years.
Pretty fucking crazy. Fun stories too. Like they had like a ball game. The first radio broadcast was in like the 1920s, and some guy was calling out to the whatever station. They had like a line communication, like a phone, and then he was calling it over the radio waves. And after the game, I think it was the Yankees and the Giants, and the guy that was calling the game had no idea who had actually won the game. He was just, just relaying this information. Well, he wasn't making it up, but it's just fucking new technology, right?
Yeah.
Like,
right.
And it's wild to think about that, and we still have access to it. But that Popular Mechanics article, it kind of brought that to the forefront. It's like, yeah, this is actually at risk. If there's if you take away the car radios, if everything is Sirius XM or whatever fucking subscription that they want you to get on, that's going to cut away from the listenership, and they're not going to be able to sustain that business anymore.
Well,
they're going to kill it.
Yeah,
off.
and most of those are all local businesses, really. Radio stations.
Yeah. As far as like radio stations, popular shows, Led Zeppelin, definitely. But NPR dominates the list of current radio shows.
What happened?
You move your camera and like all you see is this big round Led Zeppelin.
Oh yeah.
Hear you belch.
So I guess that it was more of just kind of an eye opener. Got me looking at the radio technology. I guess for me, a radio show that was kind of cool that I really, really enjoyed was Coast to Coast. And I actually still listen to Coast.
That still going on?
I think it's still going on.
Is it the same host? She's
no,
getting old.
No, it's not. It's not Art Bell. Art Bell is dead.
Okay.
I think George Norrie is hosting it nowadays. But listening to like I would drive from Marshfield to Wausau late at night for Hollywood Video. And on my way back after I'd close the store, I'd listen to Coast on the way back. And that was always a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys...
That's the conspiracy shit,
yeah,
right? And
yeah.
like the government shit.
It's a great fucking show.
That's that one that I showed you, the Faceless had that guy.
Yes.
That called in and he was like, they're taking over the Area 51 and shit, and they like made a song about it.
Yes.
Like, that dude was fucking freaking the fuck out.
If you listen to that actual that show and that broadcast, that will make your hair stand up. Like
don't they cut it?
Yes.
Don't they cut the feed fucking
they
like
cut
the
feed, which is crazy because that was like one of the biggest shows at the time.
Right.
And something happened where the feed fucking went down.
Yeah, the government happened.
Yeah, it's something was fucking.
What show are you talking about?
Coast to Coast AM.
Oh,
with Art Bell.
Someone cut his feed.
Yeah,
it was this interview. This guy was like supposedly he worked at Area 51, and he was like he was having a fucking nervous breakdown.
Yeah, like a nervous
on air and shit.
I don't know whether
they've infiltrated the military, like freaking the fuck out, and then the feed just cuts.
Right.
Like his fucking broadcast cuts.
And not just his broadcast, the entire fucking station went down.
Yeah. Like they just somehow blocked the power.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Probably had someone cut the fucking power lines outside.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is pretty wild. I guess that's kind of like the one radio show that I really enjoyed listening to.
I used to like Howard Stern a lot. I used to listen to Man Cow too years and years ago, but he turned into a libertarian douche. Radio show's kind of dead to me.
Honestly, I listened to songs on the radio. I never listened to shows.
Right.
Podcasts.
So I mean, it was
the one show
podcasts are basically the new radio show.
Yeah, they are the new radio.
Right.
Look at us. Yeah. Look at us. The one I used to listen to all the time was Dr. Demento.
I did listen to Dr. Demento, yeah. He had some funny ass songs on there for sure, dude.
Oh yeah, and he had that guy, Whimsical Will, I think his name was, where it was like he kind of did like a weekly, basically it was kind of a pun on the news cut in with like little sound like clips from songs and shit.
That honestly had to have been fun because I would love to do a radio show where you just come in every day. And for fucking 3 hours, you got to try to entertain people.
Right.
With just your voice. And that's got to be difficult as fuck.
Oh, yeah. And just talking about the current events or whatever.
Right.
And kind of like you're
being able to banter with people. Yeah. And like if you're taking phone calls, like that's a whole other beast right there, too.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Because there used to be a political radio station here in Madison. This guy Sly, who would there'd be like certain callers that call in all the time, and like some that like he would always get in fights with, but like would continue to take their calls to, because it was also like the radio.
Oh my God, I remember that dude in like the late 90s when I lived in Sun Prairie.
Yes, he's been on like a number of different radio stations around the area over the years.
I remember that name, Sly something. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a big fucker. I mean, a lot of radio guys are big fat bastards.
Yeah. We are.
Face for radio.
Absolutely, I have a face for radio.
Yeah, so I don't know. Give some love to radio, and when you're thinking about getting that new car or whatever, say, no, I'm not going to buy this new Tesla unless if I've got some AM fucking radio on this motherfucker.
You better throw in the AM for free.
Guzzling 1976 fucking Cordoba with an AM radio, just a fucking AM radio.
Yeah,
We're
right.
listening to.
I don't even need the CD players. Sir, we haven't put CD players in cars for 15 years. Get rid of it.
All right. Moving on to the next portion of the show.
You can get to the War of the Worlds part.
Everybody knows about fucking War of the Worlds.
Everybody knows about the War of the Worlds.
Fucking Ice Cube, man.
Fucking Ice Cube.
Fucking Ice Cube. It was you. It was you.
Oh man, it was so bad.
For Ice Cube. He didn't sign on for that shit.
He did sign on for it, and he tried his fucking best.
He's too good for that. It's Ice Cube, dude. It's like
he's not too good.
You know, he probably was 50% of the budget was just to pay for him. That's
right. When he didn't think, because it happened before the pandemic, he didn't think it was going to be that big of a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck! It was that long ago.
Yeah. So like, it was made during the pandemic. He didn't know it was going to be a huge piece of shit. And like, fucking, they had to put product placement in and shit for Amazon just to make money. Yeah. Right. It was like, oh shit, that didn't come out already.
Yeah. Right. That was shelved.
Okay, we're moving on to the What's Sexy portion of the show, where we watch our squirrel fucking Errol fuck people up and jack off.
Fuck piece of shit.
First up, we got Teddy. How about those fucking Lions?
How about those fucking Lions, baby?
Uh-oh.
Week one didn't look too good. Week one didn't look too good. Week two came out, beat the fucking Bears, 52. We scored 52 points on the Bears. Exactly. Everybody said it was the Bears. Monday night, we get the Ravens.
Ooh.
We ended up beating the Ravens 38-30, I believe. We 7 sacks on Lamar Jackson. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 sacks on 7 sacks on Lamar Jackson. It's looking, oh man, he's looking good, fellas. Looking good this year. I'm liking it. And also, Ben Johnson, he deserved to get his ass beat like that. You don't go to hey, that's what you get for going to the Bears, goddammit. You left Detroit to go to the Bears.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's what you get, bitch.
I mean, what is it like to be a Bears fan? I mean, I just don't even understand, right?
It's got to be horrible.
Ask the Lions fans.
Right, ask the Lions fans.
No, man.
Man.
I mean, the Lions, everybody was secretly rooting for the Lions always, right? The Bears, never.
Yeah, the Lions.
The Bears are one of those teams, though, like the Cubs. If you're not from Chicago, you don't like them.
You don't like them, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It was week 3 was a wild week, man. The fucking Packers lost to the fucking
Packers
lost to the Browns.
I missed that
Joe
one.
Flacco.
I'm glad.
Yeah, they lost to a Joe Flacco led Browns, bro.
Oh my God!
Oh man, the Panthers beat the Panthers.
That was on the Packers though. That wasn't the Browns playing well. That was the Packers fucking up.
Yeah,
dude. Exactly. I think the Panthers shut out the Falcons, bro. It was a crazy week.
Yeah, it was the Packers.
Crazy week.
Fuck this up.
Yeah. But my Lions, baby, coming out strong.
All right. Fucking
Patriots about to get
Stone Cold. Fucking Steve Austin is leading the Lions into the fucking.
That's basically who it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Like in body and mind.
Yeah.
Like he acts like the motherfucker too.
Yeah, he does.
Let's go.
Smash beers on his head.
Right.
I don't want the Lions to beat the Packers, but they're
gonna come back hungry too. When
everybody,
you go to Dallas,
right? Anybody in the NFC North, okay. We got the Packers number 1. I have to do that, but the fucking Detroit, okay, yeah. I'm happy to see them do shit.
Yeah, losing y'all week 1, it was some weak sauce shit. It's not gonna happen again.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
The Packers defense ain't no joke now, bro.
Shoot up fucking Micah Parsons with some fucking roids.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
Oh, that's right.
Aiden
Yeah,
Hutchinson gets fucking.
I forgot you do have Michael Parsons now.
Oh yeah, that dude.
I can't believe we're trying to get him, man. I'm so pissed.
That is a mean-looking dude.
That would honestly be ridiculous if the Lions got Parsons too.
No,
and
that's unfair.
Defense they already
that's
have.
Unfair.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to me being a fat fuck on a bike.
Nice.
Went mountain biking tonight. Second
First time in a while.
I went one time as a little kind of like a little jaunt. This time was a little bit more serious.
Do I remember how to do this?
I'm still a fat fuck on the bike, right? But it felt good to have sustained exercise, hanging out with the boys, and having a good time.
Do you have the potato strapped on the back?
No. They don't recommend strapping a 2-year-old child to you as you're riding at night over fucking rocks and down trails.
Well, no, but they have those little fucking car seat things
they put on the back. Yeah.
Yeah, as a parent, you don't want to do that because your kid is strapped to the bike, so you can abandon ship and have balance. Your kids,
you're on your own, bud.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, fuck it.
Your kid's like, where you going, bro? I'm still here.
Sink or swim, little man.
Right.
Yeah, that's why they put them in these weird little like carts now behind them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they put them in the cars behind.
And they cost like 10 times as much as those car seats that you just hook to the back were.
Or
you mean
you
those
could
children?
Just leave the kid home because it's 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't
what do you
get
mean?
it anyway.
What do you mean? He's not an it. It's a he.
It's an it. All kids are its, Teddy.
All kids are its. That's a good T-shirt.
All kids are its until they
good
turn 18.
T-shirt slogan to roll into daycare with.
Yeah, right.
Get a lot of friends.
You can't offend any pronouns if you just call them all its.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Ashtray with UN sabotage on Trump.
Oh yeah. Did you hear this?
Okay.
Got a little video there. Did you hear how Trump claims the UN sabotaged him?
No. Sabotage.
It was like right as he's coming in, and everybody's taking his picture and whatnot. He's about to go up the escalator, and then just boop, the escalator stops, and he's like standing there, like,
I did see that.
What? Kind of like,
Yeah.
what do I do now? And Melania, at least thank God Melania was in front of him. She's like, well, here's how steps work. Like, start going up the steps. Well, apparently that wasn't the only issue.
Where was this at the UN?
So at the UN, yeah.
The Hague or whatever? Or is this New York?
No, this is here in New York. The UN World Headquarters. Now you're watching this video too, like, oh, there's a cameraman going in front of him, right up in front of him too.
It just stops, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, he's blaming the UN, did it.
He's like looking at the security
saying,
guard, like she did it because she's black. Like, what the fuck, man? I didn't stop the escalator.
The UN is claiming that
get up the stairs.
One of his filmographers who was running up in front of him may have hit because they have those emergency stop buttons at the top. You can actually see them there. They're getting off. They're claiming that the videographer, must have bumped it.
That would be funny, actually.
Then he also, I guess, was complaining the teleprompter wasn't working. But the UN.
I did hear about that, yeah. But he still talked for like an hour or something.
Well, yeah. And the UN, though, was like, well, Trump's team were running the teleprompter.
Were they?
Well, usually it's how it works with the political speeches. Like, I actually
they have
backstage when Mary Burke was running for governor. At her election night party, and like I actually got to see how it's literally a guy like kind of controlling like a speed knob.
Yeah.
And it's like you're kind of listening to the speaker, but also it's usually
that's how we do it at work. Well, it's
automated
automated by AI now, but
someone on your staff too that is like familiar with the speech and the pace you're doing it. So yeah, like one of Trump's people were running the teleprompter.
That's gotta be the roughest job on the planet. Trying to run a teleprompter for that fucking moron.
Yeah, when he goes off script, it's like, then do you just like pause and like
right? Like what
are we doing here, fellas? What do I keep going? What do I do?
Yeah.
And then
he's going off the handle. What do I do?
He was claiming like the microphone stopped working or something, or I don't know, but like, yeah, he now is calling for a full investigation. The UN was trying to sabotage him. It's like, well, your speech at the UN was basically shitting on everyone.
What are you gonna sue the UN? Yeah, your countries are horrible.
Yeah,
so bad.
Although the article was saying that like, well, it's not, it's pretty familiar with regulars at the UN because the US has like not followed through with its like renewed funding of the, because the building's here in the US. So,
right.
Yeah, we could use some money to fix this escalator.
All righty. Next up, we've got Mystic with.
Actually, Formula One. Ashtray.
Uh-huh.
You didn't even hear me. We didn't even hear me. I'm talking about F1.
Oh,
Cadillac.
Shit.
Cadillac as a team is entering the fray next year.
Really?
They got their 2 new drivers who are old drivers. They got Checo, so Sergio Perez, and Valtteri Bottas, who was a driver behind Lewis Hamilton for fucking a decade or
forever.
Yeah. They're all old, wily veterans, and honestly, Cadillac's probably going to suck the first couple of years because that's how it always goes.
Their first time actually being in F1.
Yeah. I mean, they're big into Andretti Racing, who's running them.
So that's how Andretti got in, huh?
Yeah. Well, he got in. They finally let him in, basically.
Okay.
Because I think GM kind of got like, I don't know if they paid him money or what, but like GM was like, yeah, we're gonna fucking, we want this team in there, and finally the FIA gave in. But they're using Ferrari engines actually, I think, for the first 2 years, and then they'll have their own engines. GM will have their own like Corvette based fucking badass sounding engine.
Ferrari while we copy them.
Well, no, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be great if they can not have the Ferrari fucking mental breakdowns or whatever that cause.
Yeah, no.
Like all their problems.
I think they'll do fine. They're huge into IndyCar and NASCAR and GT3. I mean, they're no stranger to motorsports, but this is the pinnacle of engineering, and they have hired some really good engineers, but you're dealing with the fucking cream of the crop when it comes to automotive engineering at this point. So it's going to take a while to get there. I mean, it took Haas fucking 7 years before they started actually like doing decent, like they fucking sucked for a long time. So we'll see. It's going to be fun.
Nice.
If you like Formula One. If not, fuck you, Rick or Ron or whatever the fuck his name is. What's your friend's name?
It doesn't matter what his name is.
Tom.
All right.
Tom.
Next up, we have Fuck What You Think, where we tell everybody to fuck themselves. First up, we've got me with Give Me That 1080 Mode, Man. All right, Switch 2, first world problems. These games would look wonderful on the Switch 2 if they would just run at their docked mode fucking resolution. And some games do that. And it looks great, but many games do not. They looked at, they're like scaled, they're fucked up.
When you're playing at mobile?
So it's when you're playing at mobile?
When you're playing at mobile, and it absolutely has the power to run it at 1080. No problem.
Yeah, no problem.
Right.
All we need
is it just saving battery? It's trying to save the battery.
It is.
Yeah.
But
it's part of it. Yes.
I mean, really, we just need a toggle where fucking Switch 1 games, they just run at 1080 and we're good to go. I understand that, this is a moneymaker for game companies or whatever, but fucking A. It's kind of a crapshoot. Some games look fucking kind of terrible on a Switch too.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks because it's like, man, I just wish that this was, running at the fucking resolution that
So
we've
does it
got
look
here.
better? So you're playing a Switch 1 game on Switch 2 and it looks like shit. If you play it back on your Switch 1,
Yes.
does it look better?
It will look better.
Yes, better.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's kind of bad. It kind of sucks.
You think they did it on purpose, though?
Or it's
maybe
just like a hardware
just to get you to
limitation
buy a new game for that fucking
maybe,
actual
but
Switch 2.
here's the weird thing about Switch 2 though, is because they've got so much of a user base on the Switch 1, they are not necessarily encouraging studios
to buy a Switch 2
to do
yeah,
Switch 2 versions.
Sure. Yeah.
And I don't need a Switch 2 version. I really don't. I would just like the resolution to fucking bump up.
Yeah,
to play it on the
play just as well.
Right.
I mean, you should be able to. There's no reason why you can't.
Right.
It makes no sense because
Yeah.
it's
in this, I'm really liking the handheld thing. I'm enjoying the Switch 2, but it's kind of like, fuck, Steam Deck, that's getting a little long in the tooth now. I've got all these PC games. You can change the fucking resolution or whatever, but it's like, I don't want to. That's the thing about Nintendo. You play a game and it fucking works, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to deal with it. So I don't know. First world problems on that one.
We got like 6 minutes left, fellas.
Oh shit.
All right, Mystic, we've got scams galore.
So I have a screenshot there. I made some fucking gigs on Fiverr. I'm just getting the shit set up, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna fucking go live with it or whatever. And then when I put them up there and they went live, the gigs went live. I didn't like really put up any like advertisement to them, but you just get scammers, dude. You get fucking bots or scammers or some shit. And this one right here, that screenshot is like the 8th time in the day that I got it. So I think, what did I say? What's my new position? I don't know, bang your wife and while you watch. Like I just kept fucking with him. Each one I got, I'd be like, all right, Trav, tell me what you got here, buddy. Trav. He's like, you should click on this link. And I'm like, don't you have a fucking life, dude? Yeah. Why are you trying to scam another person? I'm not clicking on your fucking link. What the fuck is wrong with you? And it's one after another. Every time I get a message, I think I got an order, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's just some bot trying to fucking get me to click on a link for a virus.
They're going to fucking capture enough of your audio. They're going to make an AI bot at half the price.
Yeah, right? Yeah, no shit. What a world. Fuck it. I don't care.
What a world.
What a world.
What a world.
Okay, next up, we've got an Ashtray. Give a hoe a break.
Yeah. Speaking of what a world. Poor Bonnie Blue.
Because she needed the money?
Who is Bonnie Blue?
Bonnie Blue, she, I guess you could almost say.
Isn't she that one that fucked like 500 dudes in a day or something?
Yeah, or something like 1,000 some in a 24-hour period or whatever. Somehow, well, she did that. She got notoriety for that. I mean, she's was one of the top earning OnlyFans. So that's the thing too, is she's like kind of the newer generation's Sasha Grey, where
3 minutes Ashtray.
Instead of working for a studio, she is doing this all through OnlyFans. Well, she then got into a bunch of she did this stunt where she slept with like 1,000 men, and that's, I don't know, I think they had like 30 seconds each to dip in and dip out, and of course, and then because she's from the UK, so they made a whole like a documentary about it too, and everybody was incensed.
BBC probably did.
So she went, Channel 4. She then where all the good stuff plays. She's on this like bus, basically she's doing her own bang bus tour, where she's going, instead of like going to college towns looking for college girls, she's going to college towns looking for for college freshman boys
College guys.
to bang her in her van. But she's also doing meet and greets at like clubs and whatnot.
Of course, you got it's about the people.
In one of these clubs, some chick comes up to her and like, of course, gets her phone out. She's like, "You realize how much you've set back feminism?" And it's like, oh my God. Like, yes, Bonnie Blue, after the lineage of smut, you know, she's the one who set back.
Yeah, have you seen like, Pornhub, bitch?
Or is it just because like she's done this on her own through OnlyFans, and you can't blame like some male, you know, patriarchal studio that is like keeping her down, that like, oh well, now she's the one who's setting feminism back. And then another chick, I guess, came in and slugged her in the face, and security had to kick her out. And so yeah, anyways, it's like everyone's wanting to just pile on this poor woman. It's like, yeah, she just wants to bang a lot of dicks, and she made a lot of money for it. But it's like, we're past the point of blaming like any single, you know, porn star for the world's problems. Give a hoe a break.
Give a hoe a break.
A break.
All right, Teddy, what do you got?
Nothing, man. We out of time. You're good.
I already have time. Mine says 55 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know what your timer.
What time's yours say, Teddy?
Mine says 59.04. Me and Oracle joined earlier than you guys did, though.
Oh,
but I don't think it starts until 3 people get in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. So you better be fucking what you think for a minute.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I got nothing.
All right.
Fuck what you think.
We done pissed Teddy off. He's ready.
No, y'all done pissed me off. I was just
He's ready to go play Switch 1, 2, 3, or 4. I don't know which one it is.
I got them all, actually. You pick one. Which one you want?
I got 4 of them. I got 4 of each one.
All right. In
2 switches.
In all seriousness, go fuck yourself. Fucking non-crocodile holding pedestrians.
You fucking
California.
Plebes. You non-crocodile smoking plebe fucks.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
Goddamn
it's your fault.
Lovers.
That's our show.
It is.
We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/redeyereport. We're not on X. You can like us, share us, fuck us, whatever the fuck you want. We're like fucking Bonnie Blue.
Yep.
We're down for whatever.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
I'm Oracle.
Don't you loop me in with that fucking whore.
I'm Ashtray.
I missed it.
And I'm Teddy.
And this is the Red Eye Report.
Yeah, I bet you it was those alligators that made Bonnie Blue suck all that dick.
Okay.